Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing a room tour for my reselling business. Let's take a look. This video is long overdue, but this is the reselling room, my storage room where I hold all of the stuff that I sell online. And I'll just take you around the room. It's not a very large room, but it is all contained here, which is very useful. So this is a spare room in the house, and I effectively run everything out of this one room as opposed to strewn all over the place. And that's by design because I don't want my entire house becoming my business. That's just a bit much. I do have storage over here. You can see I've got like 3 shelves. Now these you can purchase online. I think I got them at maybe Sam's Club or something like that. And they were a pretty decent price, maybe $40 or $50 for each one of these. And they're totally worth it. So I have 6 of them in total. On here I have a mixture of things that I sell, and I kind of have them grouped up by like items. So Christmas stuff here, like, I don't even know what that is, glass and stuff, mixture, a mixture there. I've got like a lot of glass things up top in the center, and then also down there some fall things that will be sold later, and then some random odds and ends here. I'm actually kind of low on inventory right now. There's probably 3 or 4 weeks worth of stuff here if I don't buy anything else at this moment. But that's pretty okay. So I also have artwork there. So this is pretty much all the stuff that I have for sale, although I have more in the closet that's like fabric and stuff. But yeah, I've kind of let it get down. I dwindled it down on purpose because I wanted to, kind of almost start over with what I've got and then start building things in with the new stuff that I'm sourcing while I'm out shopping. I have a couple rolling carts over here. These are really good for if I need to, I don't know, wheel things around the house. But these days I'm not doing that so much. Now, whenever I had the shop, it was like a larger building. I was using these things because it was like 2,000 square feet. It was almost like a house. So I would put things on these carts and then roll them around. Here, they're less useful other than I can use them as extra space for whenever I'm shipping to put things on. So that's cool. But I've got those 2 there. There's also this rolling cart here to get them out of this room and into the front for the package pickup. And I'll explain that a little bit later in the video, how the shipping and everything works. I've just had this table in the center. It's basically like a folding table. And then on it is a Rollo printer and a shipping scale. And then I'll bring my computer in when it's time to ship that stuff and do that over there. There's 2 more shelves on this side, and that's where all the shipping supplies are. So it's kind of like right there. Nice little working triangle. Packing paper, and then lots of shipping supplies. So I pretty much just use 2 things whenever I ship. This packing paper here, it's basically blank newsprint, and then also bubble wrap. And I like to keep it simple because, it's just easier to deal with. So I buy this on Amazon, and it is, I think, like $65 for 50 pounds. It's something like that, but I will put a link in the description for this paper. They ship it, and it's nice. It comes folded up. It's kind of heavy, but, it's very useful for me. Of course, you can also buy this at the local post office, newspaper print shop. They will oftentimes have what they call end rolls, and it's this paper, but like long sheets of it rolled around like a core, and that is what is left over after they run a batch of newspapers. And it could be like this thick, it could be a little bit thicker, and you can get quite a lot of paper that way, sometimes for free. Other times you'll have to pay upwards of $1 per pound, minus the core, which is about 3 pounds of that weight in the center. But yeah, you can look into that. But I think I'm paying roughly about $1 per pound on Amazon, maybe a little bit more than that, per pound of paper. Down here I've got some other supplies. Now these are the USPS Priority Mail flat rate envelopes. These are free from the USPS. The packaging is free. You have to pay to ship it, but you get these things for free, assuming that you're going to ship it with priority mail and use the USPS. You cannot use those. You cannot use those for anything else. You can't send these UPS or FedEx. They have to be for priority mail. And then also I use these from Smile Mail. They're very affordable, actually. These are known as poly mailers, and they call them Smile Mail. And I think this is a 10 by 13. So I get about 100 at a time, and it's cost effective that way. You can see what it is here. It's this kind of a thicker plastic, and then this peels off and you got and it self sticks. So it's very nice. I like having those, and you can get them in all different kinds. Like this here, the banana leaves. That's a larger one. It's just folded in half, and then like that's got a couple Christmas and Halloween ones. And then this largest one down here for if you have like a blanket or something. But I'll use these for soft items and small jewelry that is protected with bubble wrap. Simple things. Simple things can go on here under £1. Very useful to have those. But then also all of this over here is the USPS priority mail boxes in various sizes. So this one here is a 7 by 7 by 6. Very, very nice. It's kind of like a small square, pretty much. I like using that one. There's also this one here that is a shoebox size. And it's a little bit longer, and it is effectively like 15 by 8 by 5. That's the general dimensions of that one. And then down here, a little bit more overflow of those two boxes. But then also I do purchase these boxes. This is an 8 by 6 by 4. On my most recent purchase, I upgraded to this slightly larger 8 by 6 by 6. Now these are white, and I would ship these as priority or as first class. So anything under 16 ounces on pirate ship is considered first class. I think maybe other platforms, eBay or Etsy, might have to be under even like 13 ounces or something. I don't remember it. They could have changed it too, but 16 ounces or less is £1, is under £1, and you can ship it with your own box. And that, well, yeah. So you cannot use that box for under £1. It's illegal. You can't do that. You can't do that with this poly bag either. You could do it with your own poly bag, but not priority mail ones. You know what? I write about all this in my book, which is down here. I haven't got to this part of the video yet, but look. I have a book, and it explains all about shipping, among other things. There's a lot going on in here. In fact, let's see, here's look, all this kind of stuff. So all kinds of information in here. So that's very useful. Anyways, that's sort of all of the shipping supplies I use for the most part. But then also down here I have 12 by 12 by 8. That's also by the USPS. And it's anything over £1 to use that one. On the table I have just some like little freebie items here that sometimes I might stick in boxes. And then my tape. And then this tape. And then this is the tape dispenser I use for like actually going around boxes. So it's very nice. This one actually is made by Tape King, and it looks like absolute trash because I've used it for so long. But yeah, it can accommodate up to a 2-inch. I think, is that 2-inch or 3-inch? Let's find out. 3-inch. You can have up to a 3-inch wide tape. And common is 2-inch. 2-inch and 3-inch. That's the most common for shipping. So very nice. I did talk about it a little bit earlier, but this is my shipping scale. I've had this same shipping scale since I've started. It's called Accutech, and you just like turn it on, and I think it goes up to 50 pounds or something, and it goes right down to the ounce. So you can see my hand. Let's see. What does my hand weigh? About 2 pounds. I suppose. I don't know how that works, but you just stick it there. I have it there. Oh, now it's 1 pound. Oh. Okay. Very interesting. And this is the Rollo printer. They do make this in a wireless version now, but for that I just use the USB and connect it to my Windows computer. So there's that. And that's pretty much my area where I stand. I've got this anti-fatigue mat. It's very useful for standing here for multiple hours at a time to ship things. But going over here to this last corner in this room, I just have this cabinet with some extra supplies, different tape and things in here. But then this corner is dedicated to my actual live sales. So on Friday nights, I have a live sale on Real Nifty Vintage Live. It's a separate YouTube channel. I actually used to sell them here on this channel, but then I didn't like the way that that looked. As far as like if you're viewing the channel, you'll see like random videos of like 3 hours long. I wanted it organized in a different way. So there's a second channel, Real Nifty Vintage Live at the end of it. The word live is the only difference. And I have that linked in the description below if you want to join that. But we've been over there for a while now. But I think I've been doing live sales for a little over 3 years on YouTube. Before that, it was exclusively, Etsy, eBay, that kind of stuff. So I'll set here. I've got the ring light and my little table. I bought that off of Amazon too. It can go up and down. It's very useful. So there's that. And then also there's this closet here that is very nice. There's sort of just odds and ends. I need to finish getting things set up in this room, but I have like linens in here, and then up here this other size box that maybe I sometimes use, but this I need to hang on the wall. These things I haven't got that far yet. These are made by subscribers, and that is actually made by Barb. Yeah, isn't that neat? So I have some more shipping tape in here, some things that are listed on eBay up top there, and then just some tape and stuff strewn about. I think actually there are some quilts. Oh, I did these doors backwards again. I do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's some quilts that I need to list as well. Blankets that I just sort of like put in there and then I forgot about. So that's the closet, and that's this corner here. So yeah, I really think this is a nice usable room. I'll back up and I'll show you kind of more here. So it's pretty good. You got all the space in the center. Oh yeah, and then also there's some large boxes there. And those I purchase at Walmart usually, but you can pick them up at Walmart, Target, Sam's Club. Really, a lot of places sell moving boxes, and that's what this is. And so they've got this one, 17, 11, 13. But then also there's, what is this? Okay, yeah, this other one. What is that? 15, 12, 10. Very good. So you can ship things in these boxes, of course, using either priority mail, or oftentimes it's cheaper to use UPS. And that's what I do. I'll use UPS with those big boxes because it's like gonna be big as far as the box, and then also heavy. And a lot of times USPS is just way more expensive than going the other route. So that's really nice. Oh, I also forgot almost this side over here. I also have this cabinet, which is, it has some more supplies in it. Not a whole lot going on with that, but it's also there. And that followed me from, where was that before? Well, that was at my the other shop for a while. And then I don't remember before that if it was, I think it was also in the previous house, in that reselling room. So was this cabinet actually. That cabinet was in the reselling room at the house. So really, I'm just going to back up and show you kind of, there we go. This is actually the 4th place that I've sold. I mean, that I've had everything in. I started in the basement at the previous house. Then I moved upstairs to the spare room. Then I bought a building. I put everything in there. And then I came here, and it's all right here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the little tour here. I know it's long overdue, but you can run reselling out of one room in your house, or you can also do it out of a closet, out of a garage. It's just very simple to do. I've tried different scenarios. Like if this was all listed online, you could label each shelf A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then put that in your description so you can kind of keep that organized where things are. And then it won't be so difficult to try to root around for it. But you can for sure, make it work if you're limited on space. Tuck things underneath beds, in closets, in your garage, and put them in totes, plastic totes. You could do that. Lots of things. Oh, I also wanted to mention the bubble wrap. If you're curious, where do I buy that? I get it a lot of times on Amazon because it is cheaper, and you could just check out how much it is per square foot. And that's what I usually do. I'll look at the square foot price and I'll buy a lot of it at a time. I think it's like 4 rolls like that at a time. And I've got quite a lot right now. But so I buy that. And then also these boxes here. I didn't mention that. These are from Smile Mail, the same place that I get the poly bags from, those fun mailers. And yeah, those are palm trees, but you can get, so many different patterns. I've had tie-dye that I've liked to use, but the palm trees are nice for being in Florida here. These, I buy them in 100 at a time, and they're like 60 cents a box. So that's very good because you got to keep these prices down, for whenever you're buying stuff like this. But it all adds up. I forget how much these bubbles are, but I think they're like 4 or 5 cents a square foot. 4 or 5 cents a square foot. I mean, that doesn't sound like a whole lot whenever you're like, oh, that's just like a square, because these tear off every 12 inches. But across, multiple orders, you're going to be using, I don't know, anywhere between 2 to 5 sheets of this bubble wrap per order. So, it adds up. Everything adds up. But that's all what it is to have a business. You need to consider that as part of your cost of goods and doing business and everything like that. And I just made a mess. Look what I did. I ran into my boxes. Anyways. All right. So if there are any other questions of types of things that I use for my packaging, drop it in the comments below and I'll try to help. Also, my reselling book is filled with all of that information as well. Very useful. How to ship, how to price your items, how to know what to charge for shipping, all kinds of things. Do you want to do flat rate shipping? Do you want to do calculated shipping? Do you want to bundle it into your price? That's all in the book. You can kind of figure that one out. How to research your items, how to price your items, even some of the city requirements and taxes and stuff is in there. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it was a different situation. You got to finally see the shipping room here in Florida. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.